Thanks for watching the Fiji Pro, stop number 5 on the Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. We finished the first heat of the morning with a big win for Malia Manuel. And now we see the two-time defending champion, Sally Fitzgibbons, hit the lineup against Bianca Buitendag and rookie from Australia, Keely Andrew, coming into this matchup. Further on the inside is Keely Andrew. The rookie now setting up the first wave of the heat. Hard off the bottom, great hack off the top for Keely. Another nice drop the lip. Great form and rhythm. Making that inside look nice and fun. Little down carve to set up a little bonus snap on the corner, and she'll sneak out of there. Keely kicking off with the lead as last year's finalists are waiting for their turn to go here at 30 minutes to go.
Yeah, what a great way to start there from Keely. Just attacking that wave on the backhand. She was watching very closely what Malia was doing. You can see her doing that shallow duck dive, which is necessary on that inside. Not a lot of water right there. So it makes those last finishing turns very critical. Obviously today not maybe as dangerous as say on a bigger day, but still the reef is sharp.
Now it's time for Bianca Buitendag to open up. Nice vertical, blowing her board out the back, and total control. An exciting big maneuver to kick things off with. And now knifes it in the pocket. Her smaller wave game at Cloudbreak looking nice and tight until she goes down on her final turn. Love that explosive start, blowing the fins out.
And let's have a look at it here. She takes off, beautiful wave, draws off the bottom, and she eyes that section, loses the tail out the back. Perfectly recovery though. And Bianca on her way to a nice opening wave. That's going to give her a lot of confidence, Joe. You see just a little bit more pep in her step. A little bit of a mistake right there at the end, but a great opening maneuver nonetheless.
Also checking out Keely's from the channel pots.
Yeah, Keely's been, you know, I'll tell you what, she's starting to look a lot better on tour. Obviously a shaky start for her, but starting to find her feet on this big stage. Surfing incredibly well. Building her confidence as she goes. It's just a good, solid opening score for Keely. And let's have a look at it here. She takes off, beautiful wave, draws off the bottom, and she eyes that section, loses the tail out the back. Perfectly recovery though. And Bianca on her way to a nice opening wave. That's going to give her a lot of confidence, Joe. You see just a little bit more pep in her step. A little bit of a mistake right there at the end, but a great opening maneuver nonetheless.
Also checking out Keely's from the channel pots.
Yeah, Keely's been, you know, I'll tell you what, she's starting to look a lot better on tour. Obviously a shaky start for her, but starting to find her feet on this big stage. Surfing incredibly well. Building her confidence as she goes. It's just a good, solid opening score for Keely. 6 points, which is, well, it's kind of a good backup right there.
Solid number for the rookie, 6.0 to kick things off. Now we'll wait for Bianca Buitendag to get her number. We can see Bianca pushing that progression meter with her board sliding out the back. A maneuver like that's just fun to watch. It feels good. It's what you want to do when you go free surf because it looks so cool. We see blowtails on covers of major magazines. What does it feel like, Potts, when you complete one?
Oh, it feels amazing. You know, because you get that sort of that drifting feeling where you're kind of out of control, but you're not. You get that a lot when you ride twin fins, where you get that nice sort of release.
Keely Andrew still has the lead with a 6.0 and Bianca with a 4.0. Just 2 waves ridden so far, and well, that's about to change. More action right out front. Buitendag, frontside carve in the pocket. Beautiful hook on the open face, has that nice cool tempo and rhythm as she'll lock in on the inside corner. Nice fading cutback. The South African looking for one more section here and just draws that line beautifully into the pocket. Might have room for one more. Starting to see the reef show up. She wants to hammer the closeout finish, and she deserves that number. Going for broke on the inside corner, backing up the 4-point ride, and only needed a 2.01 to take the lead.
Even in round one, sorry, when you know that you've got plenty of time to go, Sally going for broke, and then just losing the fins. She was looking down the line right there. Wrong maneuver choice, but Bianca absolutely nailed this one. Some big open face surfing. I love the second turn, just jamming it. Real powerful surfer. Rapid fire too. Bianca gets her feet in one place on the board and doesn't necessarily move them up and down. Just waiting for that inside section. She got a couple of bonus turns to finish that wave off, so that's going to be a great score for Bianca. 2.01, I think she's going to, that wave's going to go up into the 6-point range. Scores dropping for Bianca's last ride.
Numbers in for Buitendag, a 6.57. Takes the lead, and that's the new high mark of the heat, just over Keely's 6.0 start. Sally Fitzgibbons just with a 1.0 after that delayed start. Sat with first priority for 68% of this heat so far. There's obviously some serious danger factors when you think about Cloudbreak. We'll get back to that with Fitzgibbons starting to wind up. Big, explosive first turn, right off the lip. Now into some clear water. Fitzgibbons knifes it, recovers off the bottom. Now trying to recover off the lip with a bigger turn. And she'll get out. So Fitzgibbons trying to come back with 15:40 to go. Only had a 1.0 before that. And trying to break down a 9.57 to get back in the lead here.
Watch this first turn, Joe. She draws off the bottom, literally nails it. Bang, right up through the lip. Critical drop, and then kind of got stuck a little bit behind the white water, and then throws the tail out again. Just mistimed that, but then watch this recovery. Bang! Beautiful turn right there from Sally, and decides to kick out. So
we're looking at the numbers, and we have all three surfers now in that 6-point range. Fitzgibbons, even though she had a couple of hiccups, still was able to produce a 6.0 to get back into this matchup, matching the rookie start. Best wave still Bianca's 6.57. So the judge is not finding too much of a separation with the best waves of the heat so far. Paddling in now, two-time defending champ Fitzgibbons starting off. Nice clean snap. Second turn, nice and clean into her third, quickly moving through her points, and she'll float the finish, laying low for the completion. Sally hoping for a 4.58 for a lead change.
Yeah, you know, it definitely wasn't one of the better waves out there, but she surfed it perfect. I mean, she didn't make any mistakes. A couple of nice little turns. I think she's just trying to get herself back into rhythm.
How'd you like her first turn on this wave, Potts?
Yeah, just a nice little check turn right there. Not too much on offer. And then just a couple of rapid fire turns right there, straight up again into it. So a critical end section to that wave. You know, it's going to be touch and go. 4.58 is what required, and scores dropped in right there, Joe.
So two-time champion at the Fiji Pro, coming from behind to take the lead, a 6 and a 5.0. Pushes Bianca to second, Keely to third, currently number 5 in the world, into her 8th year on the championship tour with some huge results.
They don't really need to take them anywhere because they know they're going to be back out here to get some waves, and then as the event finishes up today, they'll probably just come and grab them and get back out there for another ride. So you can see out in the water right now, girls are going off.
That's right. Thank you, Strider. We'll catch up with you in a moment. Just a quick one there for Bianca, but Fitzgibbons trying to protect her lead. A 6 and a 5.0 so far. Now with 6:20 remaining.
Is wide open. This is the one I was talking about. A couple of quick turns, races down the line, jams it in the pocket, and then this turn right here at the end. Critical stuff from Sally Fitzgibbons. So that could increase her scoreline.
Fitzgibbons has numbers looking solid for her 6th attempt in this matchup after a pretty sleepy start. The two-time defending champ now producing some exciting surfing for the panel upstairs. 6.0, she's looking to better a 5. She has a good feeling of the scale and how to push her numbers a bit higher. It's a 7.27 for the defending champion. Buitendag now needs a 6.71. Keely Andrews still with one wave. The 6.0. Keeping her in the mix, but needs a 7.28 to capitalize now. Keely's been waiting for a long time. Is she still pretty comfortable in her position being this selective, Potts?
Well, she was up until that last wave from Sally. She was only needing a 5.01, and in the back of her mind she's saying, I've already got a 6 into my scoreline, just take your time. 4 minutes and 20 to go. Starting to stress a little bit right now. Why? Because Sally just dropped that good score.
And Sally's just searching for numbers underneath priority. Now coming off the bottom. Great vertical re-entry for Fitzgibbons. Now just lighting it up in the pocket. She's nice and warmed up, looking loose. Drilling it off the top again. Fitzgibbons taking over this matchup. Bianca needs a big answer here. Hard off the bottom, going for the drifting maneuver off the top, but she'll be hung up and left behind. 3:50 remaining. More pressure on Andrew and Bianca to perform to avoid a second round matchup potentially later on today, and figure out a way to compete in perfection with 1:20 to go. Keely Andrew, after her 6.0, waited almost the entire heat to answer. Now needing an 8.2 to take the lead. She can't afford any mistakes. Some casual backside hooks. You could tell by her body language she needed a much better wall to really put herself in the excellent range, and she still has a minute to go here. Buitendag, always a threat, especially being a former finalist here at the Fiji Pro, is now taking a look at a smaller looking ride. It's not doing too much. So Buitendag running out of time. The rookie Keely Andrew, maybe a little bit too selective after her 6-point ride, and they'll have to deal with round 2.
Yeah, that dreaded round number 2, but geez, how did Sally get herself back in that heat? That was amazing stuff from her. Started really slow, wipe out on her first wave, and then since then just kind of cranked it up, caught a lot of waves, and her last 2 rolls of the dice were her keepers. So talk about finding that groove and working yourself into rhythm. Good job there from Sally.
Fitzgibbons 7-2-7 on her high mark there, setting the scale in that matchup with some solid backside snaps as she goes straight into round 3.